What is your sense about Donald Trump's threat and Lula saying there will be a reaction? What is the likely reaction from Brazil's president?
So talking about Trump, I think this is connected to a few things. One, the son of Jair Bolsonaro has moved to the U.S. in March to lobby for help from the Trump administration against the Brazilian federal law enforcement agencies, which are about to hold trial against Jair Bolsonaro for trying to stage a coup in 2022. And I mean, there's a wealth of evidence against Bolsonaro, so it's not a good outlook for him. But
Gustavo, let's begin what you think President Lula, how he's going to respond to these threats of 50% tariffs.
So it's not clear yet, because just saying we're going to apply reciprocity is not simple. For one, these tariffs can be extremely deleterious for Brazil because the U.S. is the top consumer of manufactured goods from Brazil, and also Brazil imports a lot of inputs for its industries. So just slapping 50% tariffs on the U.S. would unravel all sort of havoc on Brazilian supply chains, and that would lead to inflation. What we are hearing from some officials is that it could come in the form of intellectual property rights, but it has to be something that is really thoughtful, and it's really done in a way that it does not punish Brazil twice, both because we're going to be priced out of the American market, but also because our supply chains are going to be disrupted if we start just tariffing the U.S.
So is there a sense there that this whole threat caught President Lula off guard? I mean, not so much the tariff part of this, but going after Brazil for putting Bolsonaro on trial and interfering in Brazil's internal affairs.
Not that much, because the Bolsonaro family has been close to the Trumpist movement. And like I was saying, one of the Bolsonaro kids, one of his political sons, moved to the U.S. to lobby for support from the Trump administration. So if I can do like a brief recap, in February, Trump's company Rumble sued the Brazilian Supreme Court justice because he was trying to block social media accounts belonging to far-right radicals. We have seen U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio talking about a great possibility that that justice will be sanctioned under the Magnitsky Law. And Brazil Supreme Court recently held a trial that in which justices ruled that social media platforms will be held more accountable for user-generated content, something that Trump is against. So we have been seeing the writing on the wall that something was about to come.
What do you make of the timing, Gustavo? I mean, the BRICS summit just wrapped up in Rio de Janeiro, and Trump had threatened to go after countries that deal with BRICS members. Now this.
Yes, I mean, the BRICS have been, and Brazil has been a great defender of trying to find alternatives to the dollar when doing trade. But I wouldn't link to the BRICS summit because, well, I mean, Brazil was the only BRICS country that was targeted by this. And even in Brazilian domestic politics, what the left wing is trying to do is peg these Trump tariffs to Jair Bolsonaro and say, well, Trump is doing this because Bolsonaro is lobbying him to punish Brazil for prosecuting him.
All right, we'll leave it there. Gustavo Ribeiro, thank you very much.